to Divinely Driven Results, where we learn and implement divine strategies for real results in your business. I'm Elise Smith, Christian business strategist, and I am so excited today to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is branding. And we're going to really zero in on today brand awareness and some amazing strategies to help you do just that. So if you aren't quite sure how to get yourself out there more and really be known, make sure you stick around because we've got some incredible strategies to help take your business to the next level with the Lord. And I want to introduce our incredible guest today. Her name is Ebony Martin, and she is not only the CEO, but get this, she is an executive of a record label, guys. So we are just honored and thrilled to have you, Ebony. So tell us a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
Well, hello, everyone, and thanks for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. First off, I want to say that I started in 2009, which was my graduation year. And ever since I went on an HBCU tour, it kind of like, drove me to want to, pursue music and pursue dance, but I didn't know really what I wanted to do. So, I kind of like did my research first. I looked at all the people who came before me, whether it was Nicki Minaj, Tupac, like it was a couple of gospel rappers as well that came to my church, and I was like, you know what, I might can do this. So I started studying. Creative writing was my thing, so I started writing, and before you knew it, I became an artist. And a lot of people, because I'm a female, if y'all don't know that, the rap game is predominantly male based. So, you kind of got to do a lot of things on your own with it being a female. So I was like, why don't I start a group? And I thought about Soulja Boy and how he started SODMG. And that's the way I got PODMG, which was basically saying players of the dynamic music group, which means that we all will come from different areas, but we're going to come together and make a great group. So I started that in, I want to say 2015. My first artist that I ever recorded with was a guy named Rico OMA. He let me do, it was I think about a 5 to 10 track mixtape. I got to fully produce the album, and I did 2 featured songs on the track. And it kind of like, it just expanded from there. So I turned it from just writing to turning it to being a producer. And I'm also kind of like, I want to say like nerdy in a sense, but it's a good thing, with that being said. So I was in the, honors program growing up and stuff like that. So I got introduced to a lot of different people, with me going to Xavier University, to now I am studying to be a certified public accountant. And, I do a lot of things with branding, helping other businesses. I might, do graphics because I do graphic design sometimes. And then sometimes you might catch me helping someone with sales ideas, being, just creative and showing them like it's a different way to maybe do things, or just showing them, just that basics, AB, just how to get started with creating businesses and creating that brand awareness that you also talk about. And I love that what you do is, you bring, let's say, a piece, like a transcript feeling, like to the people who may not understand. Like you might have to think about that thing. You might have to pray over that thing before you actually go out there and speak to the people. And that's why I love that you had me on your show today.
Yeah, absolutely. It's my pleasure for sure. And I think we're going to learn so much from you. I mean, you have just, it sounds like you've come so far in your own life and in your own business. I mean, to be an executive of a record label, like I bet when you were a kid, you probably didn't even think that was going to happen, right?
No, I thought I was going to be doing something totally different.
It's so exciting. And I love when you follow your passion, because there's a reason why God put that goal in your heart. And it seems like it's just starting to really unfold. So
Mhm.
tell us how you got into the concept of brand awareness with what you're doing.
Basically, I see a lot of people. I want to say the person that like inspired me the most was watching Kim Kardashian and watching their family. Like my mom, she always, had me watching them. And I was like, what is she trying to show me? And I'm like, hold up. I have like my podcast show, but I also have my cousin that is like wants to put together something like for the family, like a family business, not for the family, but like a family business. And I just thought of it. I was like, dang, our family can be so big if we just, everybody work together. And we may not work together, but we may work different aspects of a business and be able to expand it or scale it up if we take all the knowledge that we have and put it together. And that's what we basically focusing on with this new venture that he has, that I'm basically going to merge my podcast with his radio network. So it's going to be something different.
That's so exciting. Well, congratulations. It just seems like, the sky is the limit for you and your family. And it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like you're that light for them. And I think we have to realize that sometimes it's hard for us to step into that light and for us to step into that calling that God has given us, because we
Right.
maybe think that that'll dim the other people's light in our lives. But it actually
Mm-hmm.
is the exact opposite. It can completely help them to almost have permission to share the light that they have as well. So
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. So tell us some of these groundbreaking strategies when it comes to brand awareness. I'm like totally on pins and needles here. I can't wait to hear.
Well, the first thing I would say is always be unique. Be unique. Be yourself. And even if you're not an artist, when it comes to like logos or just what people gonna see before they see you, always keep it unique. Stay true to your brand. So no matter if it's a color, it's a picture, it's you. Because I'm all about like me, I could have went a route of, it's two different lanes with being a female rapper. You have the one that may go down the provocative, I'm gonna talk about sex, and then you have the other lane where we're talking business goals. I might say I'm plugged and connected, but what I'm talking about is what I'm connected with Fortune 500 companies, not talking about some type of street term, but I use that to implement what I was trying to say because it catches the listener and they're like, hold up, wait a minute, she's talking about this. Like I have a song called No Jumper. And the way I kind of branded it, people was like, oh, snap. Like, does she watch the No Jumper podcast? And I definitely do. So shout out to Adam 22. But I look at how these people work, and you can always take bits and pieces and make it your own. So don't be scared to look at other people, but don't steal their idea, but use it and make it creatively your own.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. Because one person told me one time, that there's very few original ideas in the world. And
Mm-hmm.
what's so awesome about what you're saying with this concept of being unique and being yourself is that nobody else is like you. And so
Mm-hmm.
you can look at, let's say that you're looking at a principle or a strategy, maybe a business strategy, and the
Mm-hmm.
way that Ebony looks at that business strategy compared to the way that I do, because of our experiences and our knowledge and our values and everything that we've gone through in life and those gifts that
Mm-hmm.
God has given us, we can look at that in a completely different way. And the
Mm-hmm.
way that Ebony explains it is exactly the way that somebody else needs to hear it. That's why there's really no competition. We are talking about collaboration as opposed to competition, because
Mm-hmm.
everyone has a certain somebody out there, a divine client, to be able to
Right.
resonate with their message. So I completely agree with you. I hope you guys are writing that down. Take those bits and pieces all around you and use that to, your own your creativity and your own uniqueness to give that back to the world. So
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. Awesome. What other strategies do you have for us?
I would say another strategy would be, if you are a CEO and you are the only one that works in that company, because I had to learn this the hard way. That's why I'm kind of like, I would say I'm kind of doubling backwards with me being in school right now, but it was only because I saw my vision first. So some people might be like, you jumped in head first. I was like, because I kind of like was like, I'm gonna teach myself as I go versus go to school and then maybe I'll be in there. So this one thing is, all you have to do is start. So many people, they be like, oh, I got to go to school. I got to do this and then a third. I got to do this and then a third. And me, I'm also not just a musician, but I do YouTube. So I'm always in people facing. Everyone wants to know, like, what do you do? And I'm like, I do so much because I don't want to be just stuck. Like, I feel like I got a lot of gifts, so why not use them all and just focus on them as I go? So one week I might focus on, make a calendar. This week I'm doing YouTube. Next week I'm doing music. The week after that, I'll drop and release the projects. After that, I might go into, oh, okay, let's see if anybody needs accounting work or if anybody needs tax help or something like that. I'm going in, different areas trying to spread my expertise. If I can't do that, then I'm trying to create courses, or, I'm just doing a little bit of gaming just to relieve my mind from all of the stuff that I've been learning, previously. Like I said, I'm studying, but for the most part, all you have to do is just start. Then after you start, get your website together. And what I mean by together, it doesn't have to be the most elegant, you can have somebody take a few pictures of you, your product. You can have a friend just do a 5-second clip holding your product. I've learned that, less is more. So I might drop a whole song, but after I done dropped the whole song, I look at Instagram, and me dropping just a single piece got more likes or more views or more eyes to it, insights. So it all depends on you. It all depends on you. And it all depends on when you release projects or products, or when you release that video, or when you release that piece of content, versus letting the whole world see everything. So I always leave an eye to wonder about your content. So if you are dropping, let's just say we have this mic, excuse me. But we have this mic, excuse me. We have this mic, say we have this, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to take it and sell it on Amazon or whatever, what I personally would do, I would find 100 people before I even sell it. I would find 100 people. It could be random people. You might see something, you might see a homeless person, and this could bless their day. Hey, I have $5. Can you please take a video or a picture with this? And I'll give you $5. You don't have to beg me for $1. You never know who you can bless. And they'll be like, sure, can I do it again? And guess what? They might even tell people about your product, and that's free promotion.
Mm-hmm.
And you just bless somebody at the same time. So I always tell people, don't worry about where you think you're going to get a sale from. You never know. You never know. Because I've gotten blatant sales from people who I might have did a interview with them or something like that. And they'd be like, hold on, wait a minute. You make beats too? And I'm like, yeah, I make beats. What's going on, and then they'll be like, well, hey, maybe we can do a song. And then the song actually turned out, and it kind of it's like the most viral song I have right now. Besides, I have a song named called Nike, and that one is like 7,000. But that one, the other one I did was organically, like no paid promotion or nothing behind it, 700 views, so it all depends on you, how you release, when you release, what you do before you prepare the release of your product, your clothing brand. I feel like everything is the same rollout. It's just you have to be strategic about when you drop. And PS to anybody that wants to know when is the best time to post on Instagram, it is 4 to 5 o'clock in the morning. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, that's something new. I did not know that. Well, good. I love it. I mean, man, you just dropped so many gold nuggets right there. I love it. And the thing is that as you were talking about that, the scripture came to mind of be ye fishers of men. And, I know that we're talking about branding, we're talking about products and services and things like that. But the fact of the matter is that we know that that's what we're called to do, is to be able to serve other people with our businesses that God has given us. And I love when you said all you have to do is start, because the fact of the matter is the only way to catch the fish is to go out in the boat and and cast that line. And so the strategies that you just gave of, having other people take pictures of your product with you and, making sure that you have a website, all of those things help to kind of get that line ready, but you got to put it into the water in order to catch the fish, right?
Yep.
Yes. So good. So good. Okay. Can I ask, because we've never had a rapper on the show before. Can you drop a rap for us for like 15, 20 seconds? We'd love to hear that.
Okay. It might have cussing in it, but it's called First 48. It's not too vulgar. Okay. I'm moving weight like the first 48. Got people mad from the shadow I've been making since day one. I've been focused, spending time with my family. A lot of them hating it, but I'm sorry, not changing it. Mama knew what I was going through. It was hard, but I stuck with it. And now look, everybody knows see me. Keep it easy, cheesy. I don't want to say the rest.
It's all good. No, thank you so much. That's so fun. So definitely go check her out, because she is extremely talented. She's got so many awesome things going on, and I'm sure she'll continue to drop those amazing gold nuggets as you follow her. This was so great to be able to get such a different perspective on branding, the way that you use your talents and your gifts and those values and everything that makes you who you are really does talk to that one specific person. And I think that's the thing I want everybody to take away here today is, just a couple of things to be yourself, own that uniqueness that is within you. And all you have to do is start. And that's just a tip of the iceberg of what we talked about here today. So thank you so much, Ebony, for being on the show. If people want to hear more about you and listen to more of your rap, where can they find out more about you?
On YouTube, it's PODMG Records. That's where I drop all of the artist music and my own, right up under there on YouTube. On Apple Music, you can find me Lil Simi, Lilsimi. You can find me on Instagram, Lil Simi the Goat with the THE. That's it. Okay, no, that's Instagram, but Twitter, you can find me at Lil Simi the Goat, DAGOAT. And those are all of my platforms. And also, if you guys would like to hear just like beats or anything like that, you can find me at 100 Beats. That's 1HUNNED BEATZ. We have all kinds of music. I even make country music for those of y'all who don't know, but I make country music. I make R&B. I know how to make classical music as well. I guess it's with me being from Cincinnati. So if y'all want to check me out, y'all need beats, or y'all need music for background projects, anything like that. I do movies as well. I can shoot videos as well. So if y'all need anything, if you from the surrounding area of Cincinnati, Ohio, that is, you can just hit me up. And my email is misseebreezy@gmail.com. That's MSEBREEZY@gmail.com. And thank you for having me on the show too. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. We need to get voices out there in all different flavors and kinds. And there's so much that we can really own in this world and be able to share with the world. Your light is just amazing. And I really appreciate your time today here. So I hope you guys have taken down some amazing notes and really think about how you can apply that to your brand and to your awareness and getting you out there and finding those fish and those people you were meant to serve. So awesome, Ebony. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time on Divinely Driven Results.